Hello everybody, Terawatts here for another custom review. Today we are reviewing William Afton, Dave Miller, Purple Guy, or the man behind the slaughter if you so choose to call him that. And before I start things off, I want to say my inspiration for this likeness, like why I made him look like this in particular instead of all the other designs like, oh, I don't know, the Vincent fan art stuff and such and such. Well, um, I had a few images to work off of, and I essentially combined them all. First one being is the alleyway picture. This guy, this is William. This one's in Pizzeria Simulator. The next one is Dave Miller from the comics. The next one after that is I think it was a amusement park ride where they had this image of him, which I think was the biggest inspiration perhaps. And yeah, that's all my inspirations. So I guess I should mention what the base body is. Very simple. It's just a Hasbro Marvel Legends suit body. I retooled, repainted to make it look more accurate. I also wanted to mention that the inspiration for the suit itself was a mixture between Dave Miller, the little pixel sprites where you see the piece of toast on his chest or whatever, and Vanny's like suit from Security Breach. If it would focus, here's the head sculpt. I think I did pretty good. I don't really sculpt more subtle features, so it was quite a rough journey to say the least. But yeah, so his head can move back and forth, up. You know what it is. It's a Hasbro. Arms go all the way out. Spin around. Bend all the way up to slap his own shoulder. Bends like this. Bends like that. I'm not really a master of naming articulation. He could crunch forward this much. He could crunch backwards that much. He's doing the whip right now, and he can move side to side, kick all the way out like this, bend to kick his own butt, almost kick his own butt actually. And we got ankle pivot and a bend up and down. Pretty standard Marvel Legends, but in my opinion, it does just fine. You don't really need fancy like stuff like drop joints, which maybe I should do a video on that one day. It's gonna be one of my first, I guess, truly opinionated video if I were to do it. But yeah. Okay, so I also made a couple of accessories to go with them. Continuing tradition. I'll just move him out of the way. We got an axe. Hang on. It's not focusing. Once again, sculpted by me completely. There's no base body, all me. And I have to say, it's probably my best axe yet. And looks much better than any of my older ones. But I'm not done just yet. I also have a kitchen knife. Just a simple kitchen knife. Really nothing to stand out. And they both fit really nicely in his hand. I'll show off the axe just because. He could get it in two hands too, but for the sake of the video, I'll just quickly put it on like that. Okay, so now I'm going to stand him up and show off the height and a bunch of comparisons. I don't know if you guys agree, but I always enjoy comparisons at the end of videos, like, you know, Shartimus. I always find it like a very, like it's one of the moments I look forward for. And I am so sorry if it was out of focus all that time. That should be much better. Alright. While I'm getting the ruler, I want to say thank you, Jurassic Customs, yet again for being a very loyal follower of ours. You were the only person to see the subtle hint in the background of a up-and-coming custom. Now, he stands almost about 6 inches tall. Oh yeah, the head sculpt I made completely out of epoxy and acrylic, so yeah, you judge my head sculpt. Tell me what you think. Alright, we got Michael Afton. And as you can see, he finally got revenge on his dad. I will say there's one flaw with the sculpt at the moment, that being that he's slightly taller than William, which I don't really think should be the case, but who knows? I mean, they're both like old men by the, I guess, midpoint of the series, or I don't even know anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna move it back a little bit more just to get a better picture. All right, next up, we got his future incarnation Springtrap. I feel like that's a relatively accurate size. If I could change one thing, that being the head, which I may do in the future. Oh, the hands and the crappy ankles too. Next up, we got Spider Skull's favorite character, I believe, Wizard Bonnie, and he just slaughtered them. Next up, we have something that I continually look at and be amazed about, Foxy. I say that's probably pretty accurate. We don't truly know the sizes other than in sister location, so I'm just trying my best to get it at least somewhat accurate to what I think may be the size. Either way, I always like to work on Marvel Legends scale. Here's a Webman. And then finally, we got, actually no, we got two more. Kratos from NECA. That's how tall. And then now, finally, a little Walking Dead McFarlane figure. Okay, so with all that out of the way, I wanted to quickly say my future plans, and that being how I'm going to release figures. This should be the last out of order figure you would see, because in the future I'm going to be going by game, and to be honest, I probably should have did that in the past, but hey, it is what it is, and I couldn't be more proud of how our customs have improved by this point. So I think I would be kind of doing it that way now, game by game. I think that's all I have to say, so I'm going to have to see you guys later. Bye.